Hey guys, it's Alicia and welcome to Watson Library here on the KU campus. And within Watson there's a small recording studio students can reserve, and since I'm all about making the most out of my tuition, I thought it would be fun to record today's video in here. So here we are. I am still trying to figure out the studio lights and the backdrops and how all this equipment works. So if things look a little weird in today's video, that would be why. I simply have no idea what I'm doing. As a freshman here at KU, I recently attended Hawk Week, which according to the flyer is 1 week all KU. Now, the events start the 20th and end the 29th, so that is longer than 1 week, but I will let that slide. I also was unable to attend all of the Hawk Week activities because some of them overlapped or conflicted with my class schedule, and others were definitely not geared toward me at all, and I wasn't about to crash those activities in the name of content. However, the events that I did attend, I will be ranking in today's video, so if you enjoy this, please remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and now let's get on to the video. I will be ranking these activities in chronological order based on 3 criteria, those being enjoyability, free stuff, and connections made. My first Hawk Week activity was also my least favorite Hawk Week activity, and that was the off-campus community meeting. Starting off, they scheduled this the same day as move-in day, which made finding parking extremely stressful, and I was almost late. I researched where I was going to park ahead of time, and now it's all blocked off with road construction signs because I guess it's move-in day, which makes sense, but now I still have 28 minutes to get there on time, but I am a little stressed because now I don't know where I'm gonna park. Oh, yeah, I have no idea where I'm going. On the website, the meeting was listed as being held in the Bird Union, but when about 100 of us showed up there, we were informed that we were supposed to be in the Memorial Union, which is a little bit of a walk. So all of us walked there in about 90-degree heat, and it really was not an ideal way to start the meeting. Once we got to where we were supposed to be, the meeting lasted less than 15 minutes, and honestly was kind of a waste of time. They reiterated things we'd already heard at orientation, and even though the website said it was required, nobody took our names, nobody asked us who we were. I could have easily skipped that meeting and faced absolutely no repercussions. Ways to Service Scavenger Hunt was a week-long activity, so I'm putting it here because I didn't know how that fit in the whole chronological time frame, but I loved this activity. It was held through Microsoft Teams. All the tasks were super easy to complete. You weren't having to climb a 50-foot building or find something super obscure. Most of them were just attending other Hawk Week events, going to the Dole Institute of Politics, or even just following them on Instagram. It was so easy. You did have to put in some effort, but I really enjoyed this, and I ended up winning. So as the winner, I got a fleece quarter zip, which was embroidered, a mug, and a stress ball. So as far as enjoyability and free stuff goes, they get 5 Jayhawks in both of those categories. As far as connections go, they only get 1 Jayhawk. I met the leaders for the Center for Service Learning and made some connections there, but as far as other classmates or other participants, since it was held mostly virtually, I didn't meet anybody else. I had a fun time doing these all by myself, but I didn't meet a single person. Next up was Union Fest. This event was held from 6 to 8:30, and then there was a block party from 8:30 to 11. I decided to show up around 7 because I thought if I didn't enjoy Union Fest, I'd only be stuck there an hour and a half instead of 2.5 hours, but that ended up being a mistake. I lost out on a lot of free stuff because by the time I showed up, all of it was gone, and it was also very overwhelming. I walked in and I didn't know where to go. I didn't even know what was happening, but I eventually found tables for different organizations and started walking around and talking to those people, and that was nice. That's how I got involved with a lot of the clubs that I'm involved with now, is through making those connections at Union Fest. But they ended up taking down the tables probably around 7:45, so I only experienced about 45 minutes of true Union Fest before they started setting things up for the block party. So if any of you are planning on going to KU next year, make sure you go to Union Fest early. You will not regret it. You will get a lot of free stuff. Don't be like me. I didn't bring a bag to carry all the things that I got from Union Fest, so I decided to work smarter, not harder, and I wore all of my t-shirts at the same time, which was extremely warm. And the block party turned out to essentially be a glorified high school dance, and I never enjoyed high school dances to begin with, but everyone was in their own little groups, and so after standing there awkwardly by myself for about half an hour, I decided to make my exit.
I'm always talking about how social media does not accurately represent things, and now I have a perfect example just based on the OMA block party, because I'm home for the weekend. I don't know if you recognize my room and my U Chicago poster, but my little sister showed me a TikTok from the block party and was like, "Whoa, did you go to this? What were your thoughts?" And I laughed a little bit because that was not the experience I had as a freshman at the OMA block party. Now, obviously, I understand that TikTok was for publicity purposes, so they wouldn't have recorded me standing by myself and being lonely anyways, but just remember that good quality camera shots and upbeat music can really go a long way, so keep that in mind the next time you see something like this. I'm most nervous about this because this is where I get to meet the other people in my major. It's a little meet and greet for the journalism and mass communication folks, so that's exciting. Also scary, and I feel like a greasy little boy right now, so there's that, but I did find a parking spot.
I am so glad I went to this event. I got to walk around the journalism school, talk to some of the professors, see where my classes were, and I ended up meeting some people who ended up being in my J101 class, so I get to see them every Tuesday, Thursday. So shout out to Brenna and Isabel. I'm so glad I met you guys. And we also got featured on the KU J School Instagram, so we're pretty much Instagram models too. So as far as enjoyability goes, I'll give it 5 Jayhawks. I enjoyed meeting them, hanging out with all them. Free stuff only gets 3 Jayhawks. I got a t-shirt, but they only had size large, which is definitely larger than the size that I normally wear. And then as far as connections go, this does get 5 Jayhawks. Those are the only people that I met during Hawk Week that I still actually talk to. We see each other in class, we have a good time. So yeah, 5 Jayhawks. Outside of one of the buildings, they had Frosties and free t-shirts. I went to this event with some of my friends from high school, so enjoyability-wise, it gets 5 Jayhawks. For free stuff, we're going to give it 4 Jayhawks just because the Frosties were a little freezer burned, but I understand they have to do what they have to do. And then as far as connections go, I'm only giving it 1 Jayhawk because I went with people I already knew, so I wasn't really making new connections. We were approached by some people in campus ministry and these really obnoxious guys making balloon animals, but beyond that, I didn't make any connections with anyone else. I attended the Opportunities Fair, which was a tabling event in the Union, and it's been a couple weeks, and I remember absolutely nothing. I know I got a lot of pens and other free stuff, but I can't remember a single thing about it. The part-time job fair was very similar to the Opportunities Fair, just, you know, geared toward part-time jobs. And if you're looking for a part-time job, I definitely would recommend going to this. It was crowded, but there was a lot of information and a lot of handouts that you can review later, and overall, a very decent experience. Super Service Saturday was a massive volunteer event organized through the Center for Community Outreach, and I love volunteering, and I was super stoked for this event. I got a free burrito and a t-shirt, and I volunteered with my honor seminar, so I already kind of knew some of the people I was volunteering with, which was nice. We went to the Lawrence Community Shelter and we pulled some weeds. As far as enjoyability goes, this gets 4.9 Jayhawks. The 0.1 deduction is because we had to ride the buses to the community shelter, and I get extremely motion sick, and I did almost throw up on the bus. As far as free stuff goes, 5 Jayhawks, the burrito was bussin', the t-shirt was cool, and it was nice knowing I was helping the Lawrence community. Connections-wise, we're going 2 Jayhawks. I was paired up with the honors TA for my honors seminar, so I got to talk to her and we had some really good conversations, but I didn't really talk to anybody else in my honors seminar or make any connections with other students, which was a little disappointing.
On my way to the last Hawk Week activity, and that's going to be the Honors Welcome. They have ice cream sandwiches and other things to welcome the people in the Honors College. I'm not exactly sure what the dress code is, so like I have like a nice top and I'm wearing a nice pair of shorts and sandals, and I don't know whether this is just like a come as you are and show up thing, or if it's a little nicer because it's like the honors college. So I'm kind of trying to hit that midpoint where I won't be underdressed, but I won't be painfully overdressed either, and we're hoping for the best.
I didn't stay at this event very long. I got my ice cream, I talked to the honors TA I talked to at Super Service Saturday, and I walked around the Nunamaker Center, but there really wasn't a whole lot going on, so there really wasn't a reason to stay very long, which is why it only gets 2 Jayhawks as far as enjoyability goes, but for free stuff, they get the full 5 Jayhawks. They had a whole table spread out with things you could take, including an umbrella, which I had forgot to pack an umbrella when I moved here, and after I got the umbrella, I was able to use that umbrella within 48 hours because it was raining on the way to class, and I had this umbrella from the Honors Welcome. So shout out them. I use that umbrella quite frequently here, and I do appreciate that. But as far as connections go, I'm giving this 0 Jayhawks. I did talk to that honors TA, but since I counted that as a connection made from Super Service Saturday, I didn't talk to anybody else besides her, so that is a 0 Jayhawk connection moment. That concludes my ranking of Hawk Week activities. I feel like my voice is going out because since I'm in a room, I feel like I need to project more than I probably do. I have a mic, I don't need to be talking this loudly, but since I'm in a room, I feel like I need to project, and I've been talking nonstop for almost 2 hours now. Hopefully this content turns out. I have a feeling that things are not great. Yeah. But anyways, if you did enjoy this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. Oh yeah, hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!